What up, e-bikers? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to have a topic that was inspired by one of the comments I read underneath one of my videos recently. Somebody had said they had just gotten an e-bike and these things were so freaking awesome. He said, I can't believe I used to think e-bikes were just for lazy people. And so I do feel like that's a little bit of a perception we're still trying to fight and basically let people know that is not what e-bikes are about. So we're going to be discussing the topic today, are e-bikes just for lazy people? Alright guys, so honestly that idea or mentality that e-bikes are just for the lazy people or, you know, the infirmed or disabled, things like that, couldn't be further from the truth, man. E-bikes are actually crazy, extreme, fun, fast, and might I even say sometimes just a little bit dangerous, like this road rash I just got the other day. I was going out for a ride, came in on a corner a little bit too hot. And you can just ask Simon Cowell about that one. It really does all come down to how you decide to ride them. You know, they have pedal assist levels 1 through 3 as well as pedal assist 4 and 5 because the 5-level pedal assist give you the full range to decide just how fast you want to ride them, just how quick you want them to accelerate. All of that is already built in. So it is really nice. You can go basically as slow and ride them as gentle. And the people out there, you know, with mobility issues or older people, they can have just as much fun on them as a young person who may choose to kick that thing up kind of like I do and ride it in pedal assist 5, top speed, full acceleration, turning into corners at 45-degree angles, you know, and you can just really make of it what you will. You know, I love going on those extremely long rides. I go out for 25, 27 mile rides all the way out 2 towns from where I live and back into town. I'll take them up to the ski area here outside of town, Mission Ridge, up number 2 Canyon. I mean, places I would never take a mere mortal with a regular bike with me, man, because they just could not handle these freaking hills, man. Here's a shot of me coming back down from number 2 Canyon, breaking 30 miles an hour. So like I say, man, the E in e-bike might as well stand for extreme as much as electric. They are definitely not just for lazy people. Honestly, if you want to know what's for lazy people, is getting a regular bike and have it sit in your garage and never get used. Kind of like the bike I got back about 4 or 5 years ago. I bought a Cannondale. I think I spent about $700 or $800 on that bike, and I could just never get over the hump to where it got to be fun. I live on a hill. I either had to start going right up the hill or I had to go down the hill and then worry about trying to get back up. Fear the dreaded dismount and have to walk and push your bike up a hill like some lame ass. So what the e-bike did was allowed me to get back into shape and enjoy the ride at the same time. I was able to start having fun the first day on the e-bike. You do have that throttle option there. So if you start getting a little too hot, a little too lightheaded, you know, you start running out of breath, you can hit the throttle for a couple miles and then get back into pedaling again. So an e-bike is just a fantastic way to either just have an extreme fun ride or to start working yourself back into shape. If you're somebody like myself who hadn't biked in like 20 years before I got my e-bike, now I can't go a freaking full day without riding that thing. And that's not even mentioning that feeling like Superman that you get from riding the e-bike, because when I'm going up one of those steep ass hills or going up towards the ski area and I got cars honking at me, motorcycle guys waving at me, and they're just like, how the hell is this guy going up this hill at 20 miles an hour, man? And I'm working hard. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm working, but I would probably be doing like 6 or 7 miles an hour, maybe even standing up and really pedaling hard to get up this hill, where now I'm sitting on the seat, I'm pedaling, I'm working, but I'm going freaking 20 miles an hour up this goddamn hill, dude. And I'm just like, in my mind, I know I should not be able to be going this fast up this hill. So an e-bike is something that is for people who are serious about getting back into shape, who are serious about either starting back up riding a bike again or expanding what they've ever thought they could do on a bike ride. And studies have shown that although you can burn more calories, about 650 per hour on a traditional bike, that on an e-bike engaged pedaling with pedal assist on, you're still burning about 500 calories in that same hour. And the fact is, the miles that e-bikers put on their bikes weekly versus regular people with bikes on average is much higher, which pretty much offsets, you know, the few less calories that you're going to be burning per hour. You're going to be riding your e-bike many more hours per week than a person with a regular bike. You're going to be going for a lot longer rides than possibly a person with a regular bike. Rather than doing 8 or 10 mile rides, now you're doing 20, 25 mile rides like me. And even at that 20 miles an hour, that's really where the pedal assist kicks off. You can go much faster than 20 miles an hour. You saw the video clip of me doing over 30 miles an hour. And they basically set that because even a teenager on a traditional bike can get up to 20 miles an hour going downhill fairly easily. But the main advantage with an e-bike is you can be going downhill speeds all the time. That's what makes them a little bit more intense, a little bit more exciting, and yes, maybe even a little bit more dangerous if you are riding them all the time in that highest pedal assist level, which is what I do myself. So like I said, man, if you want to ride them gentle, you have that option. If you want to ride them fast, you have that option. If you want to go on long 20-mile plus bike rides, get a lot of exercise, lose some weight, you have that option. If you want to just jump on them, hit the throttle, ride them like an electric motorcycle, you have that option. So an e-bike is whatever you need it to be, one of the greatest advances we have ever seen in transportation, in my opinion. And definitely right there with electric vehicles, as you know, the new revolution in the way people get around in this modern world. But all right, guys, that is my diatribe. That's my 2 cents. And that is shooting my load for the day. So all right, guys, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to us right here on GreenMotion e-bikes. Ring that little bell so you get the notification when the videos go up. And then be sure to leave me a comment down below, man. I love reading your guys' comments. I had another YouTube channel with a much bigger following, and so I would get tons of comments, and I really did enjoy that. It was one of my favorite parts about doing YouTube videos, is reading all the comments. I would love to get some more feedback, some more points of view from you guys, especially from people who already have e-bikes. Confirm what I have said. Tell people how awesome they are, and if you want to check out some of the e-bikes that we carry and customize for our own store, GreenMotion e-bikes, you can check those out on the website, GreenMotion e-bikes, you guessed it, .com. All right, guys, don't meet me there, beat me there, and then I'll see you right back here with a brand new video to take a look at. Have a great rest of your e-biking day. Peace, I'm out.